Welcome to this week's yoga video. Let's start by finding a comfortable position. So finding a comfortable position that lifts the base of the spine up, allows a little bit of freedom into the legs. And then we're going to just close our eyes and bring our awareness into the body. So our yoga practice is about finding that mind and body connection. So let's close our eyes, bring our awareness to the seat of the posture. So we've got a nice strong position where we're connecting down into our sit bones, relaxing the legs and bringing the spine into that perfect alignment. And that alignment is from the tailbone to the crown of the head. So look for our key factors. For example, we don't want to be sinking down, and you notice that if you feel that your stomach is collapsing down. We don't want the shoulders rounding down either. We want to try and find some length through the body. So if you're very tight in the shoulders, bringing these shoulders back can be quite difficult because we've spent a long time in this rounded position and the spine started to collapse down a little bit. So what we're going to do is try and soften the body first. And we do that by bringing some awareness into the breath. So remember, the mind governs the body and all the reactions in the body, but the breath can still the mind. So if you can bring control into the breath, you're going to start getting a bit of control back into the body. So if you think about when you're under a stress state, it's like a runaway train. Your body's that runaway train. The driver of the train and trying to steer its way through the course is the mind, and then the coalman putting the coal into the fire as fast as possible is your breath, trying to keep up with this runaway train. Your body's starting to go into stress and disease and tightness and pain. Now if the coalman stops putting the coal into the train, then you're going to start slowing things down, and that's what the breath does. It starts taking back its control. So as the coalman starts stopping this energy, this feeding the stress, by slowing the breath down, the mind starts stilling, and then of course the body will follow afterwards. So we need to start really feeling what the breath does in the body. Without that full understanding, our yoga postures become very flat. So yoga is not just about moving from one posture to another, it's about engaging the energy in the body, engaging the breath and trying to bring this activity of the mind into a sense of stillness and focus. So we can't stop all these thoughts coming in that distract us and create stress in the body, but we can start building up an ability to deal with the stress. And so the first thing we do is come to our mat and try and still the body. So physically stilling the body is the essential and the first part of your yoga practice. So finding that strength in this stillness, finding the commitment to your health, to reducing your stress, getting some control back into your action and reaction. And we do that by first noticing where we are at any given moment, whatever time we sit on our mat. So at the moment for me, it's an evening. So I've had lots of activities in the day. Body might feel a little bit tired. So I'm just going to start to slow the body's reactions, slow everything down. I'm going to bring my awareness into bringing full breath into the body. If I came straight into a practice, a movement, an asana, I am without this awareness, it just becomes a movement of no depth, an empty movement that has no real effect in the body. But if I start setting my commitment to my body, to my health, to my psychological and physical health, start accepting that I am responsible for that in whatever activities I do, whether it's work, whether it's outside work, interactions, or whether it's my yoga practice. Bring awareness and notice where your body is at this moment. Notice the activities of the mind. Remember, the brain can only focus on one thing at a time, so if you allow it to wander off and focus on a stress, it'll do it with all its full focus and attention. But if you start giving it something else to focus on, the structure of the spine, the softness of the body with the breath, the inhale, the exhale. And then let's start scanning the body for any tightness. Notice the muscles around the eyes, between the eyebrow centre. If you're finding they're heavy and tight, it's a good indication that you're feeling heavy and weighed down with a particular thought, activity, conversation, demand on you. And let's bring our focus back into what we're doing at this moment. Healing, calming, stilling the body. Let's bring our hands into Namaste. As we do that, just notice the shoulders. Let's take that added layer of awareness. Do the shoulders tighten up the minute we start bringing movement into the body? Relax those shoulders down. As we take an inhale and take the arms up towards the ceiling and separate out with a nice exhale. Can we keep this full and focused? Keeping the arms at shoulder height. Let's build a little bit of strength through the shoulders to the arms. Growing up tall through the spine, allowing all the muscles of the back to start activating. Notice again the shoulders. And the muscles starting to tighten up, drawing in together. Can you release and find length through the arms? On the next exhale, let's bring our hands back together, releasing. This time, let's take the arms up with another deep inhale, finding length and strength through the body. As we exhale, we're going to change the direction of our hands, have the palms faced out, notice that movement through the arms. And now let's gently move from side to side, feeling the activity moving deeper down into the back. Moving from side to side, getting some movement into the side muscles. Notice the shoulders again, if they started to tighten up. Is this an habitual habit of creating this tightness rather than strength? And on the next exhale, bring your hands back down. Take a round of breath, soften the shoulders. Allow the body to start expanding with the breath. Let's take a nice deep inhale again. Taking the arms up. This time we're going to pull them down so the elbows at shoulder height. Notice again this feeling into the shoulder blades. Have you tightened those muscles? Can we relax them? And then we're going to move again from side to side, creating this stretch to the side of the body, activating into the core, keeping those shoulders nice and soft, breathing and releasing, breathing and releasing, and then relaxing down. Let's have some 3 nice deep shoulder movements. Notice whether these shoulders are going up, back and down, or whether you can create this lovely circular movement into the shoulders, rounding, drawing a big circle with the shoulders. And again, notice the shoulders, notice the muscles, that bed of muscles that is such a tension point. Gently circling. This is why we get so many shoulder injuries, neck problems, headaches. Rounding of the shoulders. Let's go 3 backwards, up and round. Again, notice this movement as a circular movement, not an up and down. See again if you've tightened those muscles up around the shoulders. And relax. Now let's go into eagle arms. We've done this before, and it's a good way of noticing the tension behind the shoulders underneath that bed of the bed of muscles underneath the shoulder blades. Bring the top arm across the bottom arm. And here we're going to hold. Maintain that position. Now bring the left arm up and allow the right arm to come round, bringing the hands together. Here we're into eagle arms. And we're going to do this through 3 stages. Bring the elbows down onto the chest, relaxing. Relaxing down, breathing. Making sure once again we've got that integrity through the spine, all the way up through the back. And then taking the shoulders up to, the elbows up to shoulder height. Keeping this nice length through the body. And then we're coming up as far as you can go without the arms coming apart. So here you'll notice you get a nice deep stretch across the shoulders. Keeping this length through the body, breathing and releasing. Have 2 more breaths. And 1 more. Nice deep inhale and then release the arms. Now remember we had the right arm on top on the first round. We're going to release the shoulders by gently bringing the hands behind the center of the line and then opening up into the chest. Now notice now here again we've got this tendency to tighten up the shoulders, but see how soft you can keep them as the chest comes through. And then releasing, it's just a small version of cat-cow as we gently draw the stomach back towards the spine. And again, exactly the same. Bringing the chest forward, drawing the shoulder blades together with softness. Try and keep that softness in the body. Again, don't compress the neck, just bring a length into the neck. And then release again. Draw the navel back towards the spine. Notice we're gently coming down the spine, concentrating first on the shoulders. Forward. And draw that navel back, coming back into the body. And now let's bring the left arm across the body. So first of all, the left arm's over the top of the right arm, keeping the shoulders, the arms at shoulder height. And here what we're going to do is hold for a round of breath. Finding length again, don't collapse to the spine, and then bring that right arm up, interlace, and dropping the elbows down towards the chest. Let's have a couple of rounds of breath here. Feeling a softness, try and relax the muscles as we gently release them. And again, breathe, breathe, soften the body. All the while you allow the breath to take control again. It's like putting more, that breath to shorten, it's like putting more coal onto that runaway train. We want to stop giving the body the stress reaction of breathing sharply into the chest. Now bring the elbows up to shoulder height. Taking a nice deep inhale, breathing and releasing. And then taking the arms as far as they'll go without separating. It's going to be different for everyone. Keep the shoulders as soft as they can. All those muscles relaxing. Relax the stomach. Don't hold any tension. And then release. This time we're now going to rock forward into our cat-cow position. Just get a little bit of movement now into the lower back. And notice we've worked a lot into the upper back. We now want to bring more movement into the middle and the lower back. So we're going to do it slightly different. We're going to create like a circular movement into our cat-cow. So coming up through the center, then rocking over to the right, coming down into cow, over to the left, and then completing a circle as you come back into cat. We're going to do 4 going anti-clockwise and then 4 going clockwise. So keep it nice and slow, rocking over to the side, rounding down into cow, over to the left, and then back up into your cat. That's 1. Working with the breath.
2. Keep it nice and slow. Releasing hips, releasing lower back. 3. And the last one, down and round, back to center, come back to tabletop, and holding the position as we lengthen. We're going to go on to the other side, finding a nice strong position, and then round and up, creating this lovely fluid movement, round and up. Let's have 2 more, down and round. And last one, down and round and up. Now come into your natural, traditional cat position as you draw up and then rocking back into downward facing dog. So here in downward facing dog, just gently pace through because we haven't done anything into our feet, into the back of the legs. So gently pacing through, walking in and out into the position, allowing the stomach to come down towards the thighs. So we're coming off the wrists and getting this nice opening into the shoulders. And then we're going to bring the knees down onto the mat and come back onto our heels, finding this nice opening through the body as we round the body up, and we're going to come into a version of camel, so a very low camel pose, bringing the tips of the fingers to the toes and gently opening up, and then release, scooping the body up towards the ceiling, creating a back bend, down onto the mat, bringing the hands back, scooping the body up, again working into those shoulders, up through the center, into a back bend, allowing the shoulders to come forward. Let's have 2 more, down, hands behind, opening up, releasing, scooping forward, up towards the ceiling, back down again, bringing the body into this position, and let's just find a little bit deeper into the position now. The shoulders are coming back, making sure we're not allowing the neck to drop back too far. We've just got this nice length through the body. Gently allowing the chest to come forward, the shoulders, try and keeping them soft, and then release, drawing the navel into the body. And then let's come down into a nice wide angle child's pose, and then we're going to come into a puppy dog pose, so make sure you've got enough room. Bringing the body down onto the mat. Here we're going to take the arms out in front and gently rocking again from side to side. Just allowing this movement. We've done this before. Rocking from side to side, freeing into the sacrum, into the hips. Gently rocking and releasing.